Most beginners lose their deposits, and that's no accident. But if you're trading binary options, you already know that without a clear system, you won't last long here. This video is made just for you. Hey everyone, welcome to the Arthur Trade channel. Today, I'll show you my personal method for growing a deposit on the Pocket Options broker using a 5-second time frame. I'll try to explain everything as simply and clearly as possible so that every one of you can understand and put this method into practice. This video is perfect for both beginners and more experienced traders, so let's not waste any time and let's get started with trading. Before starting a trading session, I always recommend setting the chart type to candlestick. This is the most optimal chart type on this broker. For the interval, I've chosen 5-second candles. We'll be trading and doing technical analysis on exactly these today. I've only got $500 in my deposit. My goal for this video is to add at least $1,000 to my deposit. Later, I'll show you which tool helps me pull that off. But for now, let's move on to picking currency pairs. We're trading in OTC mode, adding stable currency pairs with a higher payout on this broker. Once we add the currency pairs to favorites, we can now monitor the payout rates on these assets. If the payout starts to drop, we'll switch to other currency pairs and trade those instead. I'm switching over to the Canadian dollar and Japanese yen. Let's do a quick technical analysis on this asset. Right away, I'm marking the local resistance level. I'll also mark the most recent low on this asset here. We can see a downward subtrend on this currency pair. A lot of traders would open a position here in the downward direction, but this strategy is based on trading while double-checking the technical analysis using signals from an AI-powered bot. I'll share this find with you. I'll show you, using my own example, how I consistently earn money on this broker with its help. And I use it to double-check my technical analysis with AI. This bot is completely free. All the information about it is in the Telegram channel linked in the description. Now let's move on to setting up this bot tool. After launching it through the Telegram channel, in the trade settings, all we simply need to do is select the trading mode. We're trading in UTC mode, so I'm switching to that. There's also a video about the Forex mode on my YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out and watch that tutorial. But for now, let's move on to choosing our asset. I'm adding the Canadian dollar and Japanese yen pair on the screen into the tool and moving on to selecting the expiration time. We're trading on 5-second candles. There's also a video about 15-second and 1-minute candles on my YouTube channel. Now, together, let's click Generate Signal and wait for the bot's technical analysis. In a split second, the bot runs the entire technical analysis on this asset for us and then gives us a buy or sell signal. The analysis is running and there's a sell signal for our trade. Opening with 63% confidence in the downward direction, pullback movements are prevailing, and there's our first gain of $155 added to the deposit. A perfect entry point, no issues whatsoever. The bot nails it here, giving us, with 63% confidence, an accurate signal that pullback movements would dominate again. On this asset, after a sharp upward impulse, the pullback movement touched this local low, which is exactly how we managed to grab our first winning entry. I'm restarting this tool and moving on to my other selected assets, switching over to the British pound. Let me show you the full power of this tool. Let's open a position on this asset without any technical analysis. I'm also selecting the OTC mode in my tool. I'm adding the British pound and Australian dollar into this bot as well. Next, I move on to selecting the expiration time. We are trading on 5-second candles. The main thing with this technique is to open up to a second on the signal and not add transactions to overlap. I click on the signal generation, waiting for the technical analysis of this bot. We see that a stable sideways movement is emerging on this currency pair. The bot reads this situation and gives us a signal to buy our deal. I am opening in the lower range, also with 63% confidence. A sharp upward momentum gives us another increase, and now we have a deposit increase of $300. There are 2 entry points to the plus. I'm not going to stop there. I reboot this bot and move to the British pound. I fully trust this bot, as I have been trading with it for 3.5 months, and during this period of time, I have earned and withdrawn more than $10,000. This is not a joke. It's just artificial intelligence on this broker. The broker does not forbid you to use third-party tools when trading on it, so feel free to go to the Telegram channel and take this bot into your trading. Well, I click on the new signal generation and carefully wait for the technical analysis from this bot. In a matter of seconds, a technical analysis is underway, and there is a signal to sell our deal. Opening after the correction candle, the downward movement begins to prevail. There is another increase, and now $964 is on our deposit. Having opened to the nearest second, we add another entry point to the plus itself. I'm reloading these tools, moving to the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. I fully trust this bot, as I know that many traders are already trading using artificial intelligence, they simply do not show it to you on their screens. I am sharing this discovery with you, as this bot is absolutely free and does not require any investments from you. It is also possible to request a signal from both a phone and a personal device, so be careful and trade with AI yourself. I request another signal. There is a buy signal. After a long correction, I open with 65% confidence in the upward direction. There is another increase, and now $1,000 is on our deposit. Without any problems, with the greatest confidence, I add another entry point to the pluses, and I'm not going to stop there either. I reboot this bot and move to the New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look at the history of our trading session. Literally 4 minutes on the broker, there is an increase of $600. There is nothing complicated when trading with this instrument. All you need is a stable internet connection in order to be able to open trades on signals on time. It is also a good reaction to press the button on time to buy or sell your deal. I request a signal in the New Zealand dollar. Carefully wait for the technical analysis of this bot and receive a signal to sell our deal. I am opening with 71% confidence in the downward direction. The pullback to the movement prevails. There is another increase, and now we have $700 plus in our account. I reboot this bot and move to the Euro-Turkish lira. Literally, 2 entry points remain until the $1,000 increase. In just 5 minutes of trading, there is already a significant increase. I'm not going to stop there either. I remind you that this bot is absolutely free. It does not require any investments from you. In the Telegram channel, you will find all the necessary reviews, and you will also see all the reports of trading with this bot. I request a signal. I'm waiting for technical analysis from this bot. The downward trend movement prevails on the asset. The bot reads this situation and gives us a signal to sell our deal. Rollback movements will prevail again with 68% confidence. The bot informs us about this. Thereby we win. We are closing the next entry point to the plus. I'm restarting this bot. There is only one entry point left for us to reach the cherished $1,000 on deposit. So I switch to the British pound dollar. We'll open our last entry point here, also OTC mode. The British pound dollar is on our screens. I am adding this currency pair to my instrument. I'm requesting a signal on the 5-second candles. Also, don't forget that a video about 15-second minute candles is available on my YouTube channel. Also, many traders like to trade in Forex mode. On my YouTube channel, you will find a video about this mode, but we are requesting a signal and waiting for careful analysis from this bot. The downward trend movement prevailed earlier. The bot reads this situation and gives us a signal to sell our deal. Opening with a confidence of 59% downwards, the pullback movement prevails. The new one did not have time to open to the second, thereby returning the entry point to me. This often happens. There is nothing terrible about it. Even in such cases, you do not lose the entry point. The entry point is returned to your account. In such cases, I also call on this tool and move to the next asset, namely the British pound and the Australian dollar. That's why it's so important to open up to the second, so that you don't get a refund on transactions. When you see the signal, you immediately open using it, thereby steadily adding funds to your deposit. I'm requesting another signal. Already on the Australian dollar and the British pound, I am waiting for the technical analysis of this bot and receive a signal to buy our deal. Opening with 63% confidence, a sharp upward momentum gives us another increase. Opening to the second, taking the last entry point into the plus itself. In the upper range, the shadow of the candle touches, thereby adding the coveted $1,000 to our deposit. Let's take a look at the history of our trading session. We started trading at 1:41 p.m., 10 minutes on the broker, and there is a hefty increase of $1,000 in our account. With this tool, everyone can earn money. All that is required of you is to open on time on a signal and not add transactions to overlap. Trade with increased profitability, trade using money management, and you will get a stable increase to the deposit. Well, you were on the Arthur Trade channel. If you like this method, don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also add a comment under this video. This will greatly help this YouTube channel, and it will also support me so that I can be motivated to make the following videos especially for you. Well, I wish you all successful deals. See you all soon. All bye.